Hey guys, how's it going? Andrew here, Enough Said Cards on Sunday afternoon. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to show you the SGC order that just arrived here the other day. If I remember correctly, it's 32 cards, and I sent this in the middle of August. And SGC marked it as received on, I think it was August 26th. So it took over 2 months for them to grade it and send it back. It sounds like they've been doing the sports orders still relatively quickly. This is mostly a non-sports order, pre-1900 non-sports cards. So maybe that has something to do with it. But there's some good stuff in here. I'm excited to get back, and I'll be opening the box. I've not seen the cards yet. There's one pre-war baseball card in here. I'll try to, if I can find it, do that one first for those of you that are not interested in the non-sports. But there's some pretty cool stuff in here, so for those of you that are interested, stick around and watch those as well. You can see kind of a pretty good sized box there. All right, so let's crack this open and get right into it. Hopefully it will not take too long to get into the box here. Okay, we're back. Hopefully I spared you the 3 minutes of me struggling to open that box and get everything out. But we have some oversized cards and all the regular sized here. Let's get started with these. Like I said, there's one pre-war sports card in here. We'll try to do that one first. And then we'll get into these. All right, let's see. All right, there it is. Okay, we'll start with this one. Okay, SGC 3. This is an 1878 Huntley and Palmer's trade card showing a baseball scene. And I picked this up at Strongsville last year, raw, and very pleased with that grade. Not going to talk too much about each one, or this will be a really long video, but that's a pretty cool one there. Very early baseball scene. I guess we'll do the rest of the oversized ones. Okay. This is a 1888 Duke Sons Governors set, N133, and this is the District of Columbia, where I went to school and where I lived for 10 years and where I work. So that one's pretty neat, with President Cleveland and the White House. All right. Next up. Okay, I was expecting lower on this one. This is N126 U.S. Rulers, Flags, and Arms of All Nations triple folder. And this one came back SGC 3 also. Has some chipping there. These were meant to be folded along these lines right there. That's why that chipping is so obvious there. But cool with the flag and the Statue of Liberty there. Coat of arms. And that's what the back of these look like. Pretty neat one there. All right, let's see what this is. Okay. All right, this is a 1888 Mechanics Long Cut N195 U.S. flag. Came back a 2.5. And this is one I have not seen a lot of. I think I've seen one other one. I don't know. This might be the first one graded. Kind of a cool image, and there's the ad on the bottom there. These are blank backs. There is some staining there. It looks like it may have been taken out of a book or something. But I bought this one on eBay a while ago and just finally got around to sending that in. All right, next up, 1888 1888 Duke Sons N104. This is the Honest Long Cut comic characters set. This one is, he's been there before. Actually, we'll do this one together with it because from the same set, this one came back a 2. I guess there's some residue there on the front, but good color on that one. So you have the policeman and then the this unfortunate fella in jail there. And that's what the backs of these look like. All right, so those are pretty good grades on those, I think. This one's a little beat up. Okay, these last 2, it's the same card. I had 2 of them, but this one is really cool to me. This is the N102 Honest Long Cut Bridges set. And this one's the Brooklyn Bridge, obviously. Got 2 American flags there, just a really cool image. And I started looking for these on eBay a while ago, and I've bought the 2 that have came up. I've only seen 2 in about the last year and a half or so. Really cool back on these also. Really like that one. Looks like 25 different bridges in the set. And this one's a 3.5. So I'm pleased with that. Even better, this one came back a 4. Very nice card. Really detailed artwork there. Big fan of that one. All right, let's get into the regular size cards. This one, T38 1911 United Cigar Wilbur Wright card. This is from the Aviator set. And came back a 1.5. This is the gold back. There's another one in this order that has a different back on it that's a little scarcer. But Wilbur Wright, 1.5. Okay, this is from the T89 set, National Types. There's 4 different United States cards in this set. I have all 4 in this order. These are pretty tough to find. This one popped up on eBay. This is in nice condition. It came back a 3. It does have a little bit of like staining on the bottom there. And on the backs of these, they have like patriotic music, and this one has the Star Spangled Banner on the back with Francis Scott Key there on the front and the Statue of Liberty. That one's a 3. Next up, see if these are in order. All right, there's another one from the same set. This one, just another patriotic image on the front there, and this one has Yankee Doodle on the back. I think I have doubles of a couple of these in this order. I don't remember. Another one here, about 4.5. That's a high grade for this set. Cool card there, like a Minuteman on the front, and red, white, and blue. 25 cards makes a complete set. Like I said, 4 of the cards are US, America related cards. So that's 3 of them. All right, there's another one. 1.5 of the same one. And there's the 4th one there. That one came back at 2. So at some point, if I come across them, I'll upgrade the 2 lower grade ones here, but just pleased to have the quartet there. Like I said, those are pretty tough to find. All right, next up, Mark Twain. This is a 1904 WD and HO Wills. This is a British set. Vice Regal brand on the back. I think these come in about 3 or 4 different backs. I'm not sure about the scarcity of each back, but cool image of Mark Twain there on the front, and this one came back at 2. Okay, 1900 Mayo's cut plug T203 set, put out on the 1st. And you can see someone's been evicted there, put out on the 1st. And available for rent May 1st. There's the back of these. Mayo's cut plug is always good for smoke and chew, 5 cents. Okay, next up. This is kind of a fun one, cool image. This is from the 1887 gold coin N284 set. And there's some police officials and firefighters also in this set. And this one is Captain Archibald McCaig from the Jersey City 4th Precinct, I think that says. And just thought that was a pretty awesome image there. It's quite a mustache and beard there. So that's Archibald McCaig. Next up, this might be my favorite in the whole order. This is from the N281 Buckner Scenes with a Policeman, American Scenes with a Policeman. And this one is Quincy Market in Boston. This one came back a 4. That's great. I actually cracked this one out of a PSA slab. The slab had a small little defect on it, and I just wanted it in a clean slab. So I forget what it was. I think it was a 3. So pleased with a 4. Great image there. And for those of you from Boston or familiar with Boston, of course, Quincy Market is still there. Faneuil Hall, Quincy Market. So really cool one. And that's the back. From the same set, this one is the Obelisk in Central Park, New York. That one came back at 2.5. These are pretty tough to find as well. They don't come up a ton. And when they do, they're not cheap. All right, I've shown this card in my videos before. I think there's 3 or 4 of these in this order. And this is from the N85 Duke postage stamp set. I want to say there's 50 cards in the set. This is one of 2 cards that shows kids actually collecting cards in 1889, which I think is exceptionally cool. And each one of these has an actual postage stamp affixed to the front of it. So every card is different with a different stamp. This one on the bottom says, "Give us that card, mister." And the kid there reaching out for the card from the cigarette pack. Actually, have read some articles from newspapers back in that era that kind of describe how much of a like a scene it had become outside tobacco stores with kids trying to get all the different cards from adults buying tobacco. That one came back a 1. I think there's 3 others. Okay, same card. That one's a 2. You can see there's a different stamp on that one. Okay, this is the other card from the set that shows kids collecting the cards, and you can see them kind of huddled up there looking at their cards. And this one says, "Got any Duke stamp cards?" Kind of a cool stamp on that one too. So that one came back a 4. That's a really good grade. There's multiples of each of these. So, okay, that's the same card in a 3. Same card in a 3.5. Like I said, each one, as you can see, has a different stamp. Those are actual stamps. And another 3, doing really well with these. Okay, and back to the other image, 3. And a 1.5 for that one. I think that's the last one. At one point, I was like hoarding these. I think I had like 7 or 8 of each one at one point. Okay, next up, 1901 Ogden Cigarettes, Thomas Edison. Came back at 2. These are not super hard to find. This one had a nice image on it. Actually, now that I see that kind of tear on the back, I'm surprised it even got a 2. But I guess the front looks pretty good. Cool card. From the same set, President Roosevelt, 1902. Oh, the other one was 1901, but these were issued over a couple of years. Cool image of President Roosevelt there. And this one came back at 3. President Roosevelt making a speech. Okay, let's hold off on that one. All right, this was the same front as the card I showed earlier of Wilbur Wright. This one is Tokyo and Mezen cigarettes. The same set, the Aviator set, but it has a different back. The other back was gold. Let's see if I can... there you can see the difference. I think the white back is a lot harder to find. So that was a 1.5. This one's a 2. Wilbur Wright. And then the other cards from the same set. This is the Wright brothers with the gold back. This one came back a 3. And the Tokyo and Mezen back came back authentic evidence of trimming. And now that I see it in the slab, it's pretty evident that that border there is, I don't know if you can see it or not, that is trimmed. Maybe the top also. But cool image. All right, last card, another Wright Brothers card. This is another one you do not see too much. I've had an eBay save search for this and haven't seen them come up very often. This is from the T-28 Aeroplane series. Aeroplane, A-E-R-O plane. And that's the Wright Brothers plane, of course. Heavily creased, but pretty good color, not a bad image there. Came back a 1.5. There's the back. I think there's some different ads on these also. The Wright Brothers biplane has been one of the most successful flyers. It won various world records. Anyway. All right, that's it, guys. I will be back with another video soon. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.